What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over breaking down the new playoff challenges in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM and how you guys can go through and claim 4 new free dark matters in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, in which I really do like Alex Caruso as well as Mr. Rudy Gobert. Now, as we do go through talk about that, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, make sure you guys do smash that subscribe button. Along the way, as you do grind these things out, you'll make a decent amount of MT. There's a Hall of Fame badge, and again, you do get a few players for them. Now, my favorite two, Rudy Gobert, Alex Caruso. Obviously, Gobert for me, I'm biased, but I think is a really good center power forward. I think Caruso is a stud at the shooting guard, point guard position. But let's talk about it. What do these challenges look like? Well, you got to win a triple threat game to 21. And obviously, in the first challenge for the Thunder, you got to use NBA playoffs Jamal Murray. Then you got to win another triple threat game. You got to use Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander, NBA playoff cards, and Lou Dort. Then you've got to win a clutch time game, scoring 8 fast break points as a team, including Shea, Lou Dort, and 3 extra Thunder player. And then in the last game, you must use NBA playoffs Shea, scored 35 points, use Shea, Lou Dort, and 10 different Thunder player. Now, here's the deal, guys. Right now, the players for the Thunder, for the Timberwolves, for the Pacers are all super expensive. Now, again, is it worth you guys buying these cards? Are they going to go up in price? I mean, that's really up to you guys. What I will say is, right now, these prices are high, and I'm honestly not, surprised at all about it. Again, you need 10 different cards from each team that's going to win. So obviously, again, price-wise, these cards are going to be relatively steep. So for this, again, if you've got everything you need, it's 2 triple threat games and then a 35-point game. It's not going to take you a whole ton of time. For the Timberwolves challenge, again, it's 2 triple threat games, a clutch time game, and then here, the last one, you got to score 29 points steady player. But again, you've got to use Ant, Jaden McDaniels, and 10 additional Timberwolves players. And so it's one of those things right now that if let's say you're newer to the game, the newer people, the newer guys that play this game are who I'd personally recommend people to grind these challenges. Anyways, if you're new to this game, just know and realize, if you do not have the Timberwolves players, if you do not have the Thunder players, it is going to not be a cheap situation. You are going to have to spend a decent amount of MT on, these challenges by picking up these players. And is it worth all that? Probably not. I would not pay a crazy amount for a lot of these cards if you don't already have them. Even for, again, the Pacers challenges, it's the same thing. Triple threat game, clutch time game, and then a regular game. Now, here's what I want you guys to know. You guys can see I don't even want to say I've started the grind because I really haven't. I've got 3 done. If you have not started this whole entire thing, I want you guys to know and realize how long it's going to take you to kind of play catch up, right? It takes you basically 5 hours to get through the pink diamonds. To get through the galaxy opals, it's going to take you even longer, right? It's probably going to take you 6, and not even, it probably won't take you longer because there's less galaxy opals, I guess. There's 8 galaxy opals, so it's probably going to take you, for all of these challenges, you're looking at, 10 to 12 hours to get all of these challenges done if you haven't started. Now, just for the dark matter challenges, you're looking at a couple hours to get all of the 4 cards, probably 2 hours. You can get all of the cards done, and add these cards to your squad. Is it worth it? Honestly, I think the tough part for me is saying that a 10, 12-hour grind is worth it if you don't have these cards. Now, if you are one where, like this account and you have a bunch of Timberwolves players, you have a bunch of Thunders players, and that's not a worry or concern for you, then sure, go ahead and grind this thing out if you want. I think Gobert is really solid. I think Caruso is solid. But it's painful for me knowing how expensive it is for people to grind this if they really haven't, started. And that's kind of the one thing for me right now that I'm looking at this thing, it just kind of stinks. Because again, even for the Thunder challenges, and I don't even think they're bad challenges, but guess what? Again, for Alex Caruso, who is good, it's not going to be an easy challenge to obviously do, to get done, to get accomplished, because you do need 10 different players. And so for me, if you want, you can sit on some of these snipe filters. I don't think these snipe filters are that bad. If you see an Alex Caruso, I don't think it's bad to snipe him. Same thing with Chet. These are cards that probably are going to be coming out of packs at a, decent rate. But that for me is like something like if you see these cards, I would not hesitate a whole ton to pick them up because I think that the potential of their prices to go up, especially after these super packs settle down a little bit, is crazy. So if you do want to make a little bit of MT, this is probably, in my opinion, one of your best snipe filters today. Now for the Pacers and Knicks, you're gonna have to, search for a little bit higher MT wise because again, these are teams that there's not a ton of cards even available right now. So that's just kind of something for you guys to think about, to kind of keep an eye on. Even for the Timberwolves, you might have to search a little higher. But realize like Timberwolves gold cards sell for a crazy amount of MT. And it's the same thing with the Thunder. Like I wouldn't buy Shea because obviously you need him for the challenges. But anybody else, especially gold cards from these teams, are going to end up selling for a lot of MT on this game. So just something to kind of keep an eye on that might be worth your guys' ultimate time is to search through these filters and just see, like, is there anything that pops up? Is there not? But like I said, for myself, if you have to spend, 6,000-7,000 MT on a card, I just don't know if I can sit up here in front of you guys and say that's worth doing. Like, I just don't know if it is. So that's, again, just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind. What are these prices truly like? Are they worth, you guys actually doing? Are they not worth doing? But for me, I would not spend a crazy amount of MT on these challenges. Wait for prices to settle down eventually, because eventually they will. But it's just hard because, like, if you wait for prices to settle down that long, that much, then again, you might be waiting a very, very, very long time. So that's just kind of another thing that I'm thinking about. Like, yeah, it's probably, it's probably worth, taking the time to do them. But again, if you do not have these cards from these teams, it is going to take you an extreme amount of MT to do. So that's just kind of the last thing that I did want to hit on today. People are, stocking up on a bunch of these cards. They're going to try to slowly empty them out. But just know and realize, like, I don't think there's going to be a ton of people opening up super packs today. And then the only other content we'll really see is, well, come Friday, right? That's really all we will see as far as this content is concerned. Do want to say I do like Alex Caruso. I do like Rudy Gobert. I do think that, there are places in your squad for those type of players. I genuinely do. But at the end of the day, it's a long grind and it's an expensive grind. And at the end of the day, guys, if you have to get cards for these teams, try to snipe them, right? So if you need Thunder cards, try to snipe them, right? If you need Timberwolves cards, try to snipe them. Don't pay an outrageous amount for those type of cards. It is absolutely not worth it. Try to snipe them for cheaper than the cards ultimately are going for. But again, it's really painful for me to even look at the prices of some of the cards right now. I like the grind. I think it actually is something that 2K gave us that isn't bad. I just wish you wouldn't need 10 cards from a specific team. And I thought 2K might learn their lesson and give us some different type of challenges, right? Because again, not the average person doesn't necessarily love spending this much on a specific card. But obviously 2K doesn't care, right? These are the prices that cards are going to be. And 2K is like, well, if you don't want to pay it, guess what? Don't grind the challenges, because 2K really does not care about, about this. They would rather who's going to buy our super packs, which is sad. But that's the kind of era we are ultimately in. So that's going to kind of wrap it up for me. I did buy a couple of these players. Hopefully they do go up in price. Again, as far as packs, I really can't recommend it at all, especially these super packs, because like for me, if I'm buying a pack for value right now, and I'll just do it for the sake of this, I'm buying these Skylines based packs. Now why? Here's the deal. Because no matter, even if you don't pull a good card, I pulled Christian Wood. Well, Christian Wood, I don't think is going to have a ton of value, but he still is on the Lakers, and I don't know for sure. No, the Lakers aren't going to have any, he's not going to have any value. But if you pull any of the final 8 cards that were in the, a card from the final 8 playoff teams, and even if it is a gold, they're going to have a lot of MT worth of, worth. So if I were to buy packs right now, I promise you I'd be buying these Skylines base packs. That's just me though. And obviously I don't recommend buying packs, but I'm just telling you guys, if I were to have to buy packs, these are the packs that I would buy. Obviously, Jordan McLaughlin, he's on the Kings, not on the Timberwolves anymore, so he doesn't have value. But I am trying to hit on, a Timberwolves player or a Thunder player so I could show you guys. Clippers, they didn't make it out of the first round. So I'm kind of striking out right now, but you guys get the point. Like, if you do pull a player from a playoff team, they are going to have some decent value. That's the only point I'm trying to make here. Obviously, again, kind of struck out on the players that I did end up pulling, but you guys do get the ultimate point. So that's going to wrap it up for my video today. Last thing, if you do have any of these players and aren't grinding the challenges, make sure to sell your gold cards that you're not using. You know, like if you have a gold card that, you know, from any of those teams, they have a lot of value right now. So I'm going to go through, look, and see if I have any of those types of cards. But that is another thing for you guys to at least think about. Like if you have even, you know, even a Cavs player, guys, they still have some value because they did ultimately make it to that second round. So just something for you guys to think about. Obviously, again, on my base packs, I didn't hit on any of the good golds. But if you do, again, that if I were to open packs today, that's what I would open. Not saying you're going to make MT, but that's what I would open over these super packs. That's going to wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.